This is the latest report that's been released by the UN's nuclear watchdog, the IAEA. The first report for 3 months. There are 4 reports like this every month. It talks about the continued lack of cooperation that Iran has been exhibiting to the UN's nuclear watchdog, denying it access to various nuclear facilities, also failing to answer certain questions about the military dimensions or the alleged military dimensions of Iran's nuclear program. The issue, I think, that stands out more than any other reading through this report is the fact that at the Fordo facility, which is an enrichment facility built inside a mountain near the holy city of Qom in Iran, the Iranians have doubled, essentially, the number of centrifuges inside that facility to produce enriched uranium. So they've doubled their capability, although they haven't actually taken the step of actually doubling their output. And so that's one of the main issues that comes out of this. Again, mainly, though, the report criticises Iran's failure to cooperate with the authorities, with the UN nuclear watchdog, over answering all these outstanding questions about whether or not it's trying to produce a nuclear bomb.
So no more cooperation, but a lot more centrifuges. You know, I don't have to tell you, President Obama was one of the leaders, one of several, who touted the international sanctions regime in place against Tehran as saying it was having a real impact that was visible in the streets. The economy was on a downhill slide. It doesn't seem, though, from the sound of it, that it's been working.
Well, I mean, perhaps not on the face of it, but I think the diplomats that I spoke to, Western diplomats that have been looking at this report as well, and of course following the situation in Iran very closely, saying that, you know, the fact that the centrifuges inside this military facility, rather this nuclear facility inside Iran, have not been switched on, that's not for technical reasons, it's purely for political reasons. And so the Iranian regime appears to have taken a decision not to go ahead and increase its uranium enrichment activities, and that could very well be because it doesn't want to provoke more of the kinds of economic sanctions that have undoubtedly had an impact, if not on its nuclear ambitions, certainly on the country's economy. There's been a devastating impact that has been exhibited over the course of the past several months on Iran's economy because of the economic sanctions that the United States, the Europeans and other countries have imposed on it. Also, remember, these sanctions make it much more difficult for Iran to acquire the kind of technology and the kind of materials it needs to really ramp up its industrial production of nuclear material.